Hello everybody, my name is Haralabos, and together with my group partner Konstantinos Anastasiou, we will go over the application of immersive storytelling that we have created and how it is used to teach the school subject of history. This presentation has been separated into 7 chapters. First, we're going to start with a brief introduction, then we're going to talk about the storytelling in our field, followed by what technologies we use to create the virtual environment, and also the reason as to why we chose the subject of history. After that, we're going to take a look at our environment structure, and we're also going to show you a small demo of how our virtual environment is experienced. And at the end, we're going to take a look at the learning outcomes of this experience and have a small conclusion. This presentation is about our attempt to transform the school subject of history, and specifically the chapter of the Odyssey. We plan to turn the story of Odysseus into an immersive experience using virtual reality technology and by utilizing the storytelling educational method. Specifically, the myth of Odysseus is realistically represented, enabling students to live through the virtual reality headsets three of Odysseus' most famous stories: the Island of the Sirens, the Island of the Cyclops Polyphemus, and the story of the witch Circe. How can we use immersive storytelling as an educational method in order to improve the learning process of our students, and specifically in the subject of history? The advantages offered by the use of immersive technologies and immersive storytelling are many. Firstly, by using the new method, student engagement in the experience is increased, as it consists of a very entertaining and interactive experiences, ideal for young children. The element of immersion is very important also, since its main goal as a storytelling device is to be able to get the students into the story. As for the construction of the virtual environment, various tools were used in order to achieve a realistic and correct rendering of the events. Initially, the whole experience takes place in the Special.io environment, which is a platform for building virtual environments in the metaverse, while also providing a multiplayer element to our project, which was necessary for our approach. Then, the whole space was built in the Unity engine, which is a platform for creating games and applications for different platforms, such as Android and PC. Also, thanks to the support that Special.io offers to Unity, we were able to customize our virtual experience exactly as we wanted, using custom scripts for the students' actions that were not generally available by Special.io on its own. For the virtual models, we used Blender, which is an application for 3D model creation, which was also necessary to build the right models for the Cyclops and the Sea. Finally, the whole experience is available for free on the web through the Special.io website, or you can also try it in a virtual reality headset by trying out the Special.io official app. The choice of the history course was not made at random. Initially, our first thought is that history is absolutely ideal to be reenacted using immersive technologies, specifically virtual reality, since most of the stories told in history lessons have taken place either in the past or as myths, and they are impossible to project beyond our imagination. Also important was the fact that history lesson can sometimes become boring and cause students to not give the attention that it requires, something which immersive technologies and virtual environment are able to remedy using tactics such as interactivity. Our immersive experience consists of three main elements: the interactive environment, the gamified learning process, and the realism aspect. In particular, the whole environment includes interactive elements which offer the learner the possibility to not only see the events but also be able to contribute to the story with their own actions, something that will lead to a better understanding of the subject. Also, since the environment contains gamified objectives that have to be completed, the user will be given a sense of progress and they will learn by doing instead of just observing. Finally, the environment contains the element of realism by using elements such as portraying the journey that Odysseus made on his ship. That way, the students will get to travel on the same ship and they will take part in the same stories as their hero Odysseus. Now, let's take a look at the virtual environment that we have created by showing you a short video that we made.
Hello everyone, my name is Konstantinos Anastasiou.
And I am Haralabos.
Welcome to our virtual experience that we have created as a group. Today, we are going to look at the virtual environment that we have prepared in order to train students on the topic of history and specifically on the chapter of the Odyssey. As you can see, we are on a ship, which represents Odysseus' ship. In this virtual environment, there are 3 different islands that students can visit to learn information about the mythological stories of the Odyssey. In the virtual environment, students are asked to play the game at the bottom left of the screen, where it shows the objectives. Each time an objective is completed, it will be removed from the list. And when all of them are completed, then the player gets a badge, which marks the completion of the chapter. Now we will start the journey to reach the first island.
The first island is the story of the sirens in Odysseus. The students can listen to the siren song to complete the objective of the island. They can also learn more information from the pictures by interacting with them, just like the ones over here on the wall.
In Greek mythology, sirens are human-like beings with alluring voices. In early Greek art, the sirens were generally represented as large birds with women's heads, bird feathers, and scaly feet. Later depictions shifted to show sirens with human upper bodies and bird legs, with or without wings. They were often shown playing a variety of musical instruments, especially the lyre, kithara, and aulos.
Now that we have completed the main objective of the island, we can return back to the ship so that we can go to the second island. Cut.
On this island, students will learn the story about the story of Cyclops Polyphemus and reenact the story of Odysseus blinding Polyphemus. Here we see the Cyclops in real size. If we approach him and interact with him, then like on previous islands, we can learn more information about the myth of the Cyclops. Let's now go to the last island.
On the third and final island, students have the opportunity to experience the story of the witch Circe. Just as Odysseus saved his crew from what Circe had turned them, students can turn the pigs into humans to complete the island's objective. After the player completes all 3 objectives, then he will get the special badge for completing the chapter. But they can also answer a specially crafted knowledge quiz to confirm the success of the virtual experience. This is the end of the immersive experience. The whole process of transforming the history lesson into an immersive storytelling experience definitely results in a better understanding of the lesson by the students. They also get to experience the story while using fun activities in a new and exciting environment. Also, beyond the knowledge of the lesson that the students gain, they are invited to learn a lot more information about metaverse environments and how to use technologies such as virtual reality. Finally, the learning outcome offered to the two of us is the experience of building virtual environments using various tools in order to properly deliver the subject to the students. After applying our own experience of immersive storytelling in education, we can say that immersive storytelling tactics can achieve a variety of goals, not only in history lessons but in many other areas as well. The enhancement of learning can be clearly seen as the lesson experience completely changes form, becoming a fun and unique way of education, ideal for young learners all over the world. This is the end of our presentation on our group's unique way of implementing immersive storytelling elements into learning the subject of history. You can check out some of our references over here. And once again, thank you for your time.